Hey guys, welcome back to episode 5 of Games with Dad, Courageous County. Uh, Getting ready to hop in here. I really like the way that the time lapse worked out last time, so I'm going to do another one of those. Just as a reminder here, so we have our one neighborhood over here. We've got our farms over yonder, right? And then we've got our industrial blech down here, all right? So far, the city is doing well with traffic. We're at 91%. I'll gladly take that, considering we don't really have everything even close to in place yet. We're only up to about 2,800 people. Um, One thing I think I may start working toward today, I kind of made an error. When I started setting this up, I really wanted it to be out here, and I had the wrong little corner. So I'm gonna do that in YouTube Movie Magic and move this exact same build over to here. The only thing I'll have to do differently, obviously, is make a different highway exit. Other than that, I'm gonna copy it verbatim, so I'll do that off camera. Uh, then the reason for that is that I want this to be more of like a downtown type area, so I'm gonna work toward that. Uh, the other thing I'm going to start doing is start expanding down this way. I'm really thinking that I want to do, like I said, kind of an amusement park right here. And in order to do that, I need to get some population down there. So I think that's what I'm going to work toward. Uh, as usual, if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so and take a moment to like the video. And if you don't like it, that's fine. Go ahead, hit the don't like button, and let me know what you think I can do to improve. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and dive right in, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, so there we go. We have the basis of our amusement park laid down. We have a little commercial area in here using those drivable park paths again. And we threw our wonderful London Eye in right here. That should look kind of fun. Kind of fits the whole pier looking thing. We need to build up a little bit more money, of course, and then we will start expanding this, making it a little bit bigger. If you have any suggestions for names for the park, let me know in the comments below. And all right, let's see. So now the next thing we're going to want to work on is getting some more population in here. So we do have a decent demand for residential. So I think what we'll start doing is filling down some of this here on both sides. Now that I have that, I think I'm going to also make this a little bit smoother. I don't like that. It's too much. But all right. So let's hop into that. All right. So as promised, I did go and move this stuff here. So we've moved our farm area and the accompanying suburbs over to this location here. Uh, if you're curious, moved it using the Move It mod. Uh, Other than that, didn't make any other changes. Lost a couple trees in the move, but we'll go ahead and fill that in a moment. And our farm is now back down to 1 star again and has to wait so I can build up the materials, but that'll happen pretty quickly, so I'm not too worried about that. Built ourselves a little bit of a parklow over here. Um, so this is a different kind of parklow than what I had on the other side. If you see here, we get off the highway on these two, and then you can either go straight to come up here or go right to go here. Part of what makes this connection work is that we want to say no left or straight there, and then no left there. So that keeps everybody turning right. And then we actually are going to do the same thing here. We're actually going to kind of turn this off ramp off. Oh gosh, they're so confused. They're just like, oh god, I don't know where to go. And then here, we only want them to take a right. So that's already set up. So we keep that going. And then for now, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the light there because it just doesn't make sense. Then this I'm going to turn off just to turn it into a time traffic signal. And for some reason, it didn't keep my lane changes there. So we'll fix that again. All right, there we go. So nothing but right-hand turns, so that'll make this intersection flow pretty quickly. Yeah, so let's also go do a little bit of lane mathematics here. So if we're going from a 3-lane highway, and we've got lanes going straight and then lanes going off to the right, it doesn't make much sense to have 3 merge into a 5. So we're going to go and swap this out with a 2-lane. All right, there you go. So 3 to 2 doesn't seem quite as drastic to me. And then we're gonna fix this little bad boy right here. Let's just nudge that just a smidge. Okay. All right, cool beans. I don't like this node here. I don't like this node. So if you look, it gets this bump here. I don't know if this is going to fix it, but I'm going to try to remove this using the network multi-tool here. Oh yeah, much better. Okay. So we still have a little bit of the lumpy bumpy, but nowhere near what it was before. Right? Boy, look at these guys go. They're like fire on this corner at hundreds of miles an hour. It's wonderful. In fact, let's make that a little bit more realistic, shall we? 50 mile an hour on a off ramp? I don't think so. 35 should be sufficient. And we'll go ahead and actually, oh my goodness. Now that we're going to leave because that is an on-ramp and we want to allow time to get up to traffic. Yes, people that live around me, I'm talking to you. On-ramps are meant for accelerating up speed. We are going to change the off-ramp though to 35. Makes it, again, a little bit more realistic. So we'll do the same thing over here. Alright, there's that. There's that. And that and that. Alright, so let's talk about other mods that we've got. Oh, this should be interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on this and see how that works. We may need to switch to an asymmetrical road here so that we can have a 3rd lane of traffic. But I think this is mostly just because everybody's moving in right now because we moved this. But we'll keep an eye on it. So let's talk about one of the other mods we have. Let's take a look at the intersection marking tool. Some of you may never have seen it before, so let's just take a quick look. So we look at an intersection like this, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's good, it works, but it's not really, I don't know, realistic looking at all. So let's try to make something look a little bit more realistic. So we select our intersection, and then we can go like this, and we can plop down some lines. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and line those, right? And then we know that's going to work like that, right? And now we can turn all of these into solid lines, because they would be. And there we go. Now, this is a little bit better, right? So now we know this works, but we can make it even better by holding down the Alt button and selecting these points here, and we get ourselves this. Okay, cool. So that doesn't really look like much. Kind of looks messy over here. So let's make it look a little better. First of all, let's switch over to pavement. right? Because I think that might make more sense. And now let's try our offsets here. So we just move it up to 1/10, and notice we lose this little tail that's right here. Bloop. See, already looks better, right? So now we still have this. This kind of looks funky. So let's try to move this out a little bit away from that corner, right? There we go. So that looks a little better. Now we want to make it a raised pavement, so we'll do that. And then we can even go like this and bring in those edges just a little bit. So there, that little bit of work we just did makes this intersection look so much more realistic. Yes, you can get exact with all of this. I'm not gonna lie, folks, I don't really care too much about that. If you do, there are better tutorials out there to show you how to do that. But let's show you what else is neat. So now we still got this intersection selected. Well, we know we need almost the identical thing over here, right? Well, I don't want to go through all that again. So we're just going to go up here. We're going to hit copy. We're going to right click, select this node, and then we're going to hit paste from clipboard. All right. So in this particular case, it doesn't look quite right. Look at that. Eesh. But if we go like this and rotate it once counterclockwise, boom. Now everything looks exactly the way it should. So the settings look a tiny bit different. So let's maybe need to do that one looks fine. Let's pull this back up again though. That you know what? No, that does actually work. So there. That little bit makes that look so much better. Okay. So now let's also make these intersections same thing. One trick I've learned is doing things like this gives your city time to build up money. So we come here. We know we want this to go here, that to go there, that to go there, and voila. Now here, we'll throw a solid line there. We'll throw a solid line there. Actually, I guess we'll throw a solid there as well. And a solid there. Now we can go and do our same thing that we did. All right. Hold Alt, select your first thing, your first node, and then like this. And I think this time those chevrons make more sense. Let's rotate those. There we go. And then we'll pull our offset from the median again, because we kind of want it to be pulled back a little bit. All right. And then let's see, our width. We don't really need to mess with that, but we can if we wanted to. Make these yellow. I'm not going to get too into that because it's a never-ending battle. It's always doesn't seem right to me. So I'm just going to leave them white as they were. All right. Default, even better. Okay, so there's that. So what do we think of that? Okay. What I don't love is this little nudging? Yeah, that works, nudging, right here. I don't really like that. Unfortunately, I have yet to figure out how to fix that, so if anybody knows, feel free to let me know. Let's see, maybe we want to go more with this, oh, jeepers, with this rave pavement again. Let's try this. Right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's reduce this. There. See, that's not quite so bad. I can live with that. And then again, we're going to copy this intersection because we have the same exact thing going on over here. Let's paste it, and then we will rotate it. And, oh, well, that wasn't right. Let's do that. We'll come back over here. Grab this bad boy again. There we go. Okay. That was scary for a minute. All right. Now let's get back to this. We'll throw down our 2-lane highway here. Okay. Look at that. So now we've got these two intersections to take care of too. So let's talk about node controller and how we can use this to make this look more realistic. All right. So you can come in and you can just click this make end straight, right? That looks pretty good. Not bad. However, we can then come here, hold shift to click this, and then shift to click this, and now boom, we line up this thing right here. So now we have a straight approach directly through. Pretty cool, huh? Now we can go through our intersection marking tool on, and then voila, and boom, a boom, a boom. Let's do that. And then this. All right, so now we come here, we want to leave that one dashed. This we want to be solid. This we want to be solid. This we want to be solid again, and another solid. All right, so there, we got that looking better. Now we come in, we can do our little median thing here. All right, I think I am going to stick with the pavement because I really do like the way that looks. Bring our offset from the lines up to 0.1. Offset from the median, crank up a little bit. Our elevation looks decent there. Corner radius, and then, okay. All right, so one more line actually. We want to also is that what I want? No. There we go. All right. Go ahead and copy that. Bring that right over here. Rotate. Okay. All right, and then we can hit our node controller here again. Straight. And then shift and shift. There. Look at that. Just those few little changes, right? And it looks so much more realistic. Ah, beautiful. Love it. All right, let's fix this bad boy up too. All right. Fix that. You know, one of the things I've found hardest so far in these few videos is just trying to keep some sort of conversation going. It's a lot harder to speak into the void than I ever really realized. And what's funny is that in my regular life I do that for a living. So quite the different thing. All right. Do. All right, let's go back and fill in our lines. Solid. All right. There. See? So that'd take us about 10 minutes, and now we have this neat looking highway that runs through here. I don't like this, so I'm going to go and drop this height and this height down just until that fades away. There.
Saddle up in the mornings with Jimmy
Okay.
and the Stallion, the only morning show featuring DJ Jimmy Fries and a 4-year-old.
And we're going to match that to this. All right. Huh, look at that. That's funny. Something must have gone wonky with the node there. So let's go ahead and remove that node using the manager. All right. There we go.
Favorite hits, give out great prizes, and laugh
Okay.
your way through
So
your
now,
commute.
as I
Jimmy
thought,
and the
notice the
Stallion.
traffic has gotten a
Stay
lot
with
better here now that
entertainment on
everybody's all
Cities
moved in.
Radio.
But so now is what we've got, right? We've got our little town over here, right? We've got our Oak Square. Like I said, if you have a thought on the name of this, let me know. All right, and then we've got our Vermont farm here, which will increase in size probably in the next episode. Right? And then for now we get here. Now eventually we're gonna need a way to get over to here without having a highway exit. Um, what I'm thinking right now is that eventually we're gonna want to replace this. I really don't like clover leaves. Uh, I've said that before. I think they're awful. So we'll probably replace this with a stack interchange, and then once we do that, we'll actually make all of this raised so that we can run roads underneath it. Um, Underpasses, that's the word. Thanks. Okay. So the other thing I want to do too, another great trick that I use all the time to make my cities look a little bit better, because I don't have the patience to put down one tree at a time, right? So instead, I like to come in, I grab a rectangle of trees, hit that, and now look at this. We can line this whole area with trees. Look at this. Right? Just that little simple thing. And now we've got this nicer looking thing, this nicer looking area over here with some decoration in it, right? Look at that. Now we're not putting them in here because eventually we're gonna we're gonna run some pathways through here. Oh, so something happened with our little baseball diamond when we did the move, so I'm gonna get rid of that and put it back down again here. There we go. Much better. Alright, we should probably check on our leisure and everything too. So see, these guys are good. We need to get something over here. That's not a problem. Uh, can very easily plop something right in here. A little dog park. A little dog park right next to the garbage. Why not? Why not? Who doesn't want to go hang out at the dog park when they take their trash out? And then we're not gonna throw a playground there. I can't do that. That just makes me feel bad. Maybe we can put a little small playground right here. Right there. That might make sense. There we go. There, everybody's happy over here. Okay? So, nice. I'm okay with that. Alright, let's see. So we've got that we took care of this episode. We've got our amusement park slash commercial area that we started here. Our parking lot is getting some use here. If you notice, I did put in a tram line because eventually I think we're going to have a tram service this area and probably most of this road. I think we're almost getting to the time now where we can upgrade these dirt roads too and start having some nicer roads back here. So let's do that. And what I want to do is, I think I mentioned before, but if not, I'll mention it now. I want to start planning my way towards more bicycling. So what I tend to do with this is try to have a ring road that's got all bike path on it, right? So that'll go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. And then this road here will become a bike path road once we unlock the 4-lane, which we may have now. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go. So we can actually do that right now. Let's go do that because that's going to be pretty pricey. Alright. Alright, now I don't want to put a 4-lane here because eventually this is going to become a 6-lane road. Let's go ahead right now and strap that down right there. Alright, I think that's good for now. I don't need to worry too much about having 6 lanes at this current time. As As we get bigger, we'll get there. And then we're also going to bring this up here, I think. Let's do that now. We're going to keep this rock formation. Alright, so that's 31. And then, what is this? 11. So we need to come down 20. Just got to keep those angles. Got to keep those angles. There we go. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, Amity Ave, whoops, is going to be our main thoroughfare. So I think we're going to set that. I'm not going to do it as a priority road because if I do that, it's going to force right-hand turns only, and I don't want to do that. But I am going to set it up to only use stop signs. That way, they get the right of way. They can move on through to the other side whenever they want. Okay, let's actually come up with a name for this. Let's call this. We're going to call this Broadway. I know, creative, right? There. So that's Broadway, and that goes all the way over to there. That's perfect. That's what I want it to be. I want it to be a very long road. Okay. Now here, so I don't want this up here. I want this to end there. So this we're gonna call River Road. All right. And this we're gonna set up to also use stop signs. There we go. We are gonna turn that into the 4-lane bike path. There we go. Now I know that's actually kind of pointless because I just remembered I said we're going to do the tram here, so I might have a road that's tram with bike path. You know what? I probably do. Wait, what's this? That's a one-way, no parking. Oh geez, I definitely don't need an 8-lane. Okay, so 4-lane, alright. So maybe I don't have a tram with bike path. What is this? See, that's a tram with bike path right there, but it's 2-lane. That's not a see every. Oh, that's not it. Okay, so we don't have one that's a combination of tram and bike path, so we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. So for now, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do our thing here. Yep, all right, we got our protected bike path. Upgrading these roads gets to be a nice chunk of change too. And of course, you got to do this, make sure they're all going the right direction. All right, I'm going to time lapse this, and I'll see you guys when this is done. Okay, so there, we've got all those roads upgraded. They look a lot better now, provide a little bit more happiness as well. So let's take a look here, make sure we've got parks where we need them. Aha, and we do not. So I forgot to put parks in. So let's see, is this big enough? It's too small for that. Here, tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna slap down one of these on each side. Right? There. Logical, makes sense. Okay, cool. And then that makes everybody there happy. And people over here are mostly happy. So let's get, that's too big. I think that's too big. Oh, no, there we go. Heck, who doesn't want to play in a playground right next to the roundabout? I know that's safe for my kids. All right, let's also make some extra connectivity here. Let's slap down let's get our road guard lines turned off, and then we're going to start. Remember, we talked when we first started about doing this pathway. That was going to go here. Alright, so there's that. Actually, we're going to switch that over to the regular path instead of the bike path. There we go. Alright, so there's that. That's happiness. And then take this, bring it right on down here. I think that'll actually be good. I was thinking earlier about getting rid of this fire station and moving it. I don't think I'm going to. The lovely sound of homes leveling up. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I think that works. Now, what kind of tree do we want lining our roads? How about this flower tree? Oh, geez, I don't think we need that many. So what do we think? Do we think that's too small to line the roads? Kind of do. Kind of want something that's a little bit smaller. You know, that's kind of cute. Do I have? I don't think I have a willow tree. That's nope, didn't think so. All right, let's hop back here. What are trees? I don't want a bush. What's this? Oh, ooh, that's not bad. All right, so that's the what? Sugar maple. Okay, we don't want bushes. Heaven knows we've had enough bushes in the United States. That's way too small. These are all, yeah, like forsythia or whatever it is. Those are too tiny. Okay, so I think sugar maple is what we're gonna go with. I like that. Let's get back to that. Okay, let's go ahead. Break you, and break you. Hey, break you, huh? Okay, we're gonna use our prop line tool again. And we'll start right here. Now let's see how that looks. Okay, I think we gotta go a little bit. The trees will be a little bit closer, so let's open this up. How's that? I think that works. Uh, let's do 10 meters even. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Alright, and then we'll pop the same exact thing over here. Look at that, see? So now we're going to do this around this entire area. Oh, too close to the sidewalk. Okay. Start there. Alright, that works. I'll put that right to there. Alright, now I do want to put that there like that. So let's go ahead and get rid of that tree. Alright, and then same thing over here. We'll do it on the other side. And yeah, there we go. That'll work. Alright, look at that. We just drastically increased our happy connectivity here. Let's see if we get people. Oh, look at that. People on it already. Okay, cool. So let's also fix this up now because I don't really like the fact that people are parking there. So let's take our 2-lane highway and we're just going to run it down into this like that. And then run that into there like that. There we go. Much more better. Okay. Eventually we're going to make this a different intersection too because I don't like that, which is why I'm not bothering with fixing up all the stuff there yet. But okay, so I think we're going to call it quits there for the night. As you can see, we need to get some more industry. Let's actually get a little bit more industry slapped down before we end up having people unable to get jobs here. Okay, what is our... Where is our... We'll do that. There we go. 17% unemployment. Yeah, I think we need to get some jobs out there. So that'll adjust that. That's a few jobs. We already have some jobs here. We could do another You know, I think that's probably a good idea. How bad? Let's get another block of these bad boys. All right, it's 11. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's do, oopsie. Let's do this and this just to break that block shape up a little bit. All right, and then we'll plop these guys right here. And then we'll actually, I wanted to slap a little bit more commercial. You know, we'll put a little spot right here next to this park. Put a couple little things there. Okay. All right. There we go. So now let's check our unemployment again. 15%. Okay, so it's come down quite a bit already. That's okay. I'm not too worried about having it up that high right now. Eventually, we're going to need to make it better. But for now, it's okay. All right. I think now what I'd like to do, I'm going to flip this over to cinematic, and we'll let that go for a little bit here while we just take a look around the city. Um, so we got our amusement park built today. We did our time lapse of that. We moved the farm and suburb over. Did a little time lapse of some road upgrades. We made it to the big town. So I mean, hey, we're getting a lot accomplished here. So guys, as usual, go ahead, hit the like, hit the subscribe if you don't mind. If you don't like it, hit the don't like, and let me know what I can do to improve. As I've said before, I'm here to serve you. If you have questions, if you have comments or anything, throw them down there. I'd love to be able to talk to you about that or anything that you want to see done specifically. Just let me know. All right. Thank you so much for being a part of Games with Dad. This is Courageous Chronicler signing out and hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.